Hello, adventurous tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Apocalypse with me, BlueAnkylo. So, it's time for us to attack our first brain-like UFO, let's call them for now. And I've got a squad ready to go on the freshly renamed Valahawk. Now, I'm taking the squad out from New Sorpagal because fewer of them are wounded, so we can get closer to a full team. Although I did decide to throw in some of the rookie unnamed people, basically, with some basic weapons, just so they can get a little bit of practice. Although I will try to prioritize, named characters getting, the action shots, the money shots. Anyway, with that said, I've made sure everyone's got as many grenades and all the normal stuff as usual, and we shall continue on with our adventures. So, the Valahawk flies today, and everyone will be excited, let's say, to check out this downed UFO. You're all excited about this, right? New UFO, never seen before. I think we'll just stick with this 3-squad system because that might be... Oh, I feel like it's more appropriate to spread the rookies out. You know, if they get 2 rookies, and I should put... Sorry, I'm just this really doesn't matter much, but... What am I trying to say? 2 rookies, 2 rookies, 1 rookie. It doesn't matter. You know what? Let's just go with it. Let's just roll with it. I was trying to minimize how many rookies each squad has and maybe maximize the ranks, but that doesn't matter too much. It's not like there's like a morale check based on your squad leader or anything. At least I don't think there is, as far as I know. So we shouldn't need to worry about that. So let's see. This may be the largest UFO yet. In fact, I'm pretty confident this is larger than the escorts we were fighting, or that we cleared last episode. So we definitely want to be smart. And I think by being smart, I'll preserve some stamina again, just like we did for the previous UFOs. I don't expect it's a requirement, but I think it probably makes a... Oops, I forgot, if you reselect an entire squad while they're moving, they stop moving. Oh, don't fly, just walk. So this is definitely an entrance. Now, it may be one of those 2 entrance type UFOs. I don't really remember those kinds of details. I'm sure we'll figure that out soon enough, though. For now, we'll just sort of cautiously walk over while preserving some time units and get to the door as we see what the aliens are up to. Or not. That's also an option. Keep doing that thing, don't I? I'll keep this group, number 3, sort of keeping an eye on this flank. And then I'll start sitting... Oops. No. Oh, today's the day of misclicks. 100% misclicks every time. What I was going to say is I'll try to get this group all lined up so we got more shots. Oh, out of time units. Yeah, when you're walking, you definitely can't get as far when you're walking. Which is why we gain so much of a benefit out of using run mode most of the time. Uh-oh, new aliens. Had a feeling we might see something new. It's about time. Are you kidding me? He already has those? Well, the aliens are progressing in tech very quickly. 2 poppers. Shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot 1. Shoot 2. Come on, I saved some time units. Hit it. Come on, team. Don't. It's getting way too close. Well, we're off to a great start. Maybe it won't explode. Maybe it's out of time units. Are you... Oh, we got the luckiest ever. Oh, lucky days, lucky days. You guys have horseshoes up your butts. Okay, well that gives us, I believe, our first legitimate capture opportunity for a pauper. As long as it doesn't have any time units ready, we might even be able to hit it without having to move. Yep. Bam. Captured a pauper. We just need to not let the corpse get destroyed, and we have captured what is probably the hardest thing to capture in the game, because usually they just self-destruct. Ooh, well that went from terrible to really fortunate. Okay. Next. Well, there's lots of things to do. We know there's an enemy inside this area, or there was. I think the best way to handle this, and it might let us get some vision, is to actually throw a stun grenade in there. Now, because I just captured, or I just knocked out my first pauper ever, I really would like to not blow his body up. So I'm going to try very carefully not to use explosive damage here. Alright, well we still can't see in there, but that's a good defensive grenade anyway. Now, seeing as this is also a pauper that I would like to not kill, or not explode to risk damaging corpses, laser weapons would be the way to do it. Come on. Come on! Hit it! Who are you? Random, no-name person. You're terrible at this. Okay, you know what else we could have done? We could have kneeled. We would have slightly better accuracy. We'll go super accurate here. We gotta hit this thing. They don't get very many HP, so just 1 or 2 good hits here. Bad. Probably hit it, but didn't do enough. That was a miss. And I had no chance at all. Okay. I mean, my hybrids are doing about as well as expected. Now, we could... Now, I don't know if this is considered cheat. It's not cheating, but this might be a cheesy tactic. You can sort of cycle weapons if you really want. If you really want to play the Eastern Front game, basically. Excellent shooting, everybody. You're really making me proud. Surely someone will have the accuracy to take this thing out. That was a hit. Hey, we got it. That one's dead. That only took like 3-4 units worth of time units. Okay. Now, before I forget, let's switch everyone to run mode before we start moving people. I'm very confident that there is a... Well, it's not really spoiling the name, really, but it's called a Skeletoid, is the new enemy. And they are similar to anthropods in that they can equip different pieces of weapons. Different types of weapons. Hoping we might spot something. Well, good luck, Taylor Harvey. You'll probably be okay. I'm gonna move a few people just to the edge of our stun gas. Good job, random person. I thought that was the edge of the stun gas. I was incorrect. As happens from time to time. BlueAnkylo is wrong once in a while. Alright. I just want to make sure that once we see the enemy, we've got some shots to try to knock it out. Well, not knock it out. You know what I mean. The old mama says to knock you out type of knockout. That was good. Just waste your time units. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see, Greg. Just wander back and forth in spot. That's really good. Helps the team out, I hear. We got a lot of robots here. Hey, you're Gonna stay there. See if I can get a couple more people in range to maybe provide some supportive fire. At this point, well, we're gonna have these people duck. And then you can stand behind them and maybe get... Oh, right, rocket launcher. You're not gonna be taking reaction shots anyway. Don't worry, Vine. You'll get your chance for rockets at some point. I promise. I'll eventually use a rocket for something. Alright. Just making sure we've got no explosive ammo selected. Now, if it turns out that this popper can wake up, we would be in really big trouble. Now, I'm pretty sure I've had these things wake up while I'm sitting on them and then just explode. But the tactic that I understand is supposed to work is whenever an alien is unconscious, parking someone on top of them is supposed to keep them unconscious. So let's just play it as Hector here. If this thing even flinches, like one twitch, give it a kick in the face. Not too hard. You don't want it to explode. Just a gentle go to sleep kick in the face. Okay. Don't blow up. It fell asleep! We caught one! Excellent. First skeletoid unconscious. That's actually really lucky for reasons we'll understand shortly. There's some equipment that it has that I really would like to have on my side. And it's very difficult to gain with our current weapons tech to actually steal it. So if it's asleep, that's beautiful. I'm going to wait one more turn for the smoke to completely dissipate. Don't forget, one of my dudes is nighty-nighting as well. I wonder if there's a way to wake them up. Maybe I should try. In other XCOM-like games, you can often use a medkit to wake people up with stims. I hear stuff. Oh, I hear lots of stuff. Alright, there's still a little bit of smoke there. How about just take a quick look around. Okay, open the door. And, oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we found the enemies. Let's do this. Let's start. I'm just deciding how I want to do this. Now, if they have the new tech, it would be so nice to knock all these unconscious. Oh boy. This right here. I need it. I shouldn't waste my time units though. But I need at least one to make it back to base. All of them if possible though. Oh, that would be so good. How about, would you guys all like to fall asleep? All in the gas. What if we just leave? I'm gonna be really cheesy here. I'm gonna say, have a little snooze. And then on top of that, not only would I like you to sleep, I would really prefer it if you fell asleep. So if you come outside, you're gonna have to walk through the gas. On top of that, even more cheesy, I don't want you to be able to see anybody, so they'll just stop and shoot at us. They'll have to come all the way through the green smoke to get any shots. This is perhaps the cheesiest of strategies, but if these guys all have equipped what the Skeletoid has equipped, I would really like to bring them all home. Well, the thing is, I mean, again, I'm trying not to spoil everything. These will break if you shoot them to death. So you only get them if you use stun gas or certain weapons that don't destroy them. But most weapons do destroy them. I'm working on it. I'm researching the tech to get the weapon, though. So that's on the agenda. Alright, one more smoke grenade, because smoke grenades are cheap. And why go halfway when you can go all the way? Alright, let's see how this works. Honestly, yeah, it's fine. I'm happy. I'm thinking like I could put more green smoke I should have thrown the green smoke after the sight smoke, because it's more important that they walk through the green smoke than I have a really good radius of white smoke. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. I really want to. I don't want to expose my soldiers, but we could move them back a little bit. That's probably what I should have done, is taken these people, rather than standing really close, pulled back a little bit and dropped the smoke grenades back here. Also spreading out just in case more poppers or more grenades. I think that'll do for now. All right, let's see. With this much stun gas, they might just fall asleep on their way out. Like Taylor did. Taylor's fine. Yeah, just wander around in circles. That's beautiful. Okay. Nobody sees anything. There's still knockout gas. Let's wait another turn. Lots of time units. Okay. Now, who's the next brave soldier that's going to go take a look inside that door? Looks like it's Gus. Working on version 3.0. Well, they're not asleep. Oh, but some of them have been. This is more than there was last time. I know this was not the best place to stand. Oh, is the door gonna shut immediately? Can I, before the door shuts... would you mind just, popping that in there? That was bad. It made it in, sort of. One more. I got... Stun grenades are cheap. This would be such a victory if we could knock them all out. Come on. Oh, yes! Look at that! Now, there might be some brain suckers. Should try to get vision around this corner. Alright, Gus. Don't fall asleep. Alright, we're mostly just checking for brain sucker pods. But look at all the goodies. If we exploded all this... Honestly, Gus, if anything explodes near you, these will all combust. And you will... Well, you'll have the epicest explosion death we've ever seen. Aha! Alright, you scoop these up. Now, if he falls unconscious, I think those fall off and can open up. Don't fall unconscious. Okay. That's good. Good job, Gus. Now, one of the other... I don't know if we've checked all the anthropods for brain sucker pods, but the fact that we got rid of 3 is very successful. We've got lots of people ready to shoot in case a brain sucker comes out. I'm going to double check that no one's using anything high explosive. Because that would cause tremendous problems very, very quickly. Armor piercing's fine. In fact, because the worst thing that could possibly happen right now would be for Vine to panic, fire a rocket, and destroy all my precious artifacts. I'm sorry, Vine, but you're going to sit this one out. That stuff is way too valuable to have any chance of this thing going off nearby. I'm sure you'll understand. Alright. And on the plus side, we've dealt with most of the alien forces, probably. Okay, so I'm going to keep Gus with his deadly pack of doom out for this bit. Let's send someone else in. Let's send in one of the no-name rookies. With terrible time units. You know, that's one of the downsides. Alright. They have smoke grenades, so we get some of those. So many juicy... I could be picking all this stuff up, to be fair, but I think we'll be okay. Oh, there's another one unconscious over there. You can probably get beside it, but you won't be able to pick anything up. That's fine, it just had a disruptor cannon. Alright, so we need to start moving in and clearing out the upstairs. So we're going to start moving forward. I'm not going to actually run into the UFO this turn, but I'm going to start moving people closer. I don't think... Well, at this point, we've sort of wasted enough turns. I don't think anything will come out of the UFO to attack us at this point. I'm also going to leave one person on the unconscious popper, because I would prefer... Now, these guys, I don't want them to walk through the green smoke, so they're going to wait. There's probably only like 1 or 2 enemies left. The green smoke is dissipating very slowly. Well, it makes sense. We've tossed like 15 stun grenades in there. Let's, again, it's just a rookie with no name. Let's just go have a look. Now, there is multiple levels in this thing, more than usual. Remember, the look of the UFO on the main map was different. It's like a brain-sized looking thing. Let's take a look around this corner. I usually find a lot of aliens on this level in these UFOs, although looking pretty empty so far. Sometimes right around here there's quite a lot ready for ambush as well. Okay, we'll leave that at that. Again, I just don't want to risk anyone getting knocked unconscious, so I'll be patient. Wish I knew what sound effect that was. Oh, found something. Alright, that's probably the last group. You know, this rookie might be able to handle that all on her own. 4 spitters are not too terrible. Plus, we do have grenades. Maybe not this turn. Get you out of range of any actual spitting. But now that I've seen them, I'm pretty confident that that's probably all that's left, because the end turns have been going very quickly, right? So I'll move people in, so I've got some support, just in case my no-name rookie needs some assistance. But I think we'll be fine here. The ambush at the front door worked out. Really, it all started when that first popper stopped, like a step away from exploding on top of us. Once that happened, I knew this was going to be a good mission. A lucky... And then seeing the little warble effect, you can probably guess what that was if you're, you know, a fan of science fiction. But seeing that little warble without... Oh, there is a popper in there. Well, this one might have a chance to pop. Oh no, it's stuck by the terrain and it's terrible AI. Alright, well... No line of fire. Alright, well you move over a little bit. Not bad. So this is someone that needs a name. I better come up with a name for this person. That's the best disruptor gun shooting we've seen yet. Alright, so that's dead. Didn't explode, so we've got more corpses. Not like it matters. Unlike the modern XCOMs, you don't get anything... You can't craft anything from alien corpses. Such a shame. Now, to be fair, we haven't sent anyone to the higher levels. Could be a popper right here. Alright, so let's have Blanket and Better Ralph guard this entrance. I think this is raised, so the spitters couldn't get up here, but we could shoot them from there if we wanted. And let's go to the top floor, which is just all the way up here, with Greg. Could be stuff hiding around those corners, so we won't go too much further. And he can get some backup out of Zach. Now, I'm pretty confident that, you know, the spitters are all that's left, even though we did just find that popper. Don't mind the popper. But let's move a couple more people to the main floor where there's likely to be more combat. And we'll call that probably good. Which one of you? So Bagel Geese, you could use a kill. We're not going to use a no-name character here. Just Tom Rayner, he could use a kill. And King Sarius, there we go. Got a good group. That's lots. I mean, that's tons of people. These guys are just hiding out back here, trying to preserve the precious alien tech, as well as the terrible, well, brain-sucking pods, and then also keeping a lid on the popper. Actually, the fact that I've been sitting on this popper is probably a reason we should be going fast, because if this does ever wake up, I don't know if it can, but if it's possible and it does wake up, well, pop goes the weasel, as they say. If we can get through this with no casualties, we are laughing. Okay, let's start at the top. Just have a peek around these. This meshy looking stuff is kind of weird. You can shoot through it sometimes, but it does provide some cover. But you can definitely see through it. Oh, a bunch of chrysalises. Those don't really matter. You can kill them if you want. There you go. They don't do anything. They're completely harmless, but that doesn't mean we won't kill them. Okay. All kinds of important alien tech up here. This level here is actually, in my opinion, the hardest level to get to in the alien ship for this style, because you have to go up to the top, around, and then down again, which is kind of interesting. Whereas the main level here, you can get a couple levels up to all this stuff. Okay, you guys in the middle level are going to move forward a little bit, but we're not going to leave the tunnel just yet. We'll save that for maybe next turn if necessary. That should be the edge of the UFO over there as well. Alright, well, I was priming a gas grenade, so let's see if we can pull this off. You know what? Because you can fly, let's get yourself an arc of throw. Not bad. I've definitely seen worse shots. Also gives us more vision from up here, so we're quite certain there's no aliens hiding. We can see basically the whole ship at this point, so. Not bad. You got one disruptor hit in there. Alright, rest of the team. Can you fly? No suit. Darn. You got a couple hits in there. King Sarius, not bad. At this point, I'm just taking some shots to get a little bit of experience and aim, if that even is how it works. Bullets are cheap. Soldier experience is valuable. Nah, not too many flying suits on this base set of soldiers. Not great shots. Maybe there is some weakness when you're fighting, or some debuff when you're shooting upwards, like, you know, the high ground, as some people might call it. Hey, there you go. Congratulations, Tom. You killed something. In case you're wondering, which some people might, spitters are completely immune to psionics, if I remember correctly. So even the simplest mind probe has a 0% chance. Even if we had, like, perfect size stats, I don't think it would work ever. Maybe go with a little bit of aim. You know what? While you're flying, you must have an accuracy debuff. So let's take a couple good shots. They were not good. Okay. Just fall asleep and end this. The chrysalises, they don't do anything. Victory? They're all asleep. There must be another alien somewhere. Well, I mean, there's no reason not to kill the chrysalis. Oh! Well, 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 well! There's a popper right beside you that you couldn't see. Sure hope you got good aim there, Greg. You know what? In this situation, we're far enough away from anything that's explosive. Just blow this thing up. There you go. Good game. Good game. I don't care if there's no promotions. In my book, that was an amazingly well done mission. Good job, team. We are going to take our rewards, and this time it's very important because we've got new aliens to do autopsies and stuff on. We definitely want to drop them off at the main base with the alien containment. Oh, that's great! That was really, really lucky. So as hard as as bad of a time as we're having with the air game right now, like when we get these big waves, I'm having a really hard time shooting them down. The ground game is working out spectacularly. All right, so somewhere shouldn't there be Skeletoid? There it is. So we caught 2 of them. I didn't even see the second one. But we'll do an interrogation and then an autopsy, of course. And we should have a popper that's alive. I definitely want... I mean, this is scary as all get out. I don't know how we contain these things alive. But we do somehow. And I don't think we need anything else, because we've done all the autopsies and interrogations for everything except, well, Skeletoids being new and the poppers, because they're usually really hard to capture. Pretty sure we've already done brain suckers. We'll get a dead popper once this is done. Okay. Excellent. Pause. And now that you've dropped that stuff off, you can go home. So let's have a quick look at some of the goodies we've scooped up. So we've got a good supply of Devastator cannons. I would like to start using them, make no mistake. They're very powerful. And maybe I'll equip a couple of them. But we're kind of in a cash crisis. And I think I might end up selling a good number of them here in just a second. Base 2. In fact, I should sell some stuff right now just while I'm thinking about it. We're not going to do another mission this episode, so let's do a little bit of base management. We definitely have stuff to do, though. Still hasn't shown up, but I guarantee you there's a couple buildings infiltrated up there. We're going to have to go check those out once we're done. So let's see if we can sell some stuff to make a little bit of money. Also, we should have brought back... There should be research things to do as well. So we've got the alive popper, the alive sectoid, and we're researching these 2 right now, which is the most important. Getting this out of the way and this out of the way. That's gonna... Oh, man, you guys are gonna love it. Once we get the combo of new weapons and new ammo, which is essentially what we're working on. As awesome as the Devastator cannons are, these things are probably better. Well, it's a different sort of equivalency, but, you know, they're pretty awesome. And that's the biology. The quantums, though, the quantum physics, man, there's some good stuff here, too. I almost... Yeah. Whichever lab is researching this is going to take a break. This lab... I'm still probably going to demolish it. This is my spare biochemistry lab. I could try to recruit 5 more, and then we could research 3 at a time, but I don't think it's necessary. We've actually researched... Now that we've got these out of the way, we've kind of got through the rush for early game biochemistry tech. After this stuff is done, there isn't too much else biochemistry-wise that you need to rush. Physics-wise, though, we're getting into a phase where there's so much physics to rush. It's actually crazy because the aliens' tech has increased so fast. We really need these. Doing the UFO types. We didn't even see a 5, so the brain-looking things are 6s. Interestingly enough. I think maybe I know what a 5 is then. But, like, we need to finish this. If we don't do this, we'll never get the larger workshops. And without the larger workshops, we can't start building a lot of stuff. So we need that no matter what. This doesn't matter. That's not too important. Neither is this. But this puppy, oh yeah. So who is working on that? This guy. This, you know what? This is just a fancy proximity mine. That's not that important. Let's check that thing out, though. And I'd like to know how many we picked up. So, it's an agent equipment. Somewhere in here. It'll just say artifact for now. Also, you can see, like, I've got a lot of disruptor guns. I'm just going to sell those. They're not... I mean, I equip them to some of my people for light pistol-type weapons, but... Oh, am I just going to sell these? I'm going to hold on to, like, 2. Like, I'm not going to sell these forever. We're going to hold on to a bunch because they're great end-game devastating weapons. But right now, I need the money. We got 18 of these things. That's fine. We got 2 of those, which is also fine. We got 4. That's a good start. Actually, it's probably... It might be 5. 1 might have been consumed by the research. I would like to have about 40 of them, give or take. 20 soldiers per squad, 2 squads, about 40, 1 each. Everyone gets one of these. You'll see. You'll see. That will make a huge difference. In fact, if we can get this researched, if we can get this researched and start crafting and just spam them out, as well as our new weapon tech that we're just finishing up in biochemistry pretty soon, that will transition us from the early game into, like, the late mid-game, like, lickety-split. Basically, we're in week 3 of time, and we'll be, like, pretty much ready for endgame. Not quite, but very nearly, just with two specific upgrades. It's ridiculous. Now, our air game sucks, but our ground game, man, we will be, well, not invincible. I don't want to say that, but, like, off to a very powerful start. So that's, I'm really happy. We're not really going to be selling... So this is Zenobia. We don't have a lot of random equipment, so there's nothing to sell other than alien tech, and I've sold what I can. One of the big reasons to research, well, this item as well as the proximity mine type thing, it's actually to sell them. You get no money until you research it. I may use a couple in combat, but it's another thing that we can just start selling like this. And this is why, unfortunately, I don't like using the Marsec heavy launcher, because if we had just blown all those aliens up rather than captured them all, or, you know, killed them softly, let's say, I would not have got nearly as much loot to sell, and that would make things much harder. Anyway, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but that's half 100,000. Now, I'm pretty sure I've got some less alien tech, more primitive tech stuff to sell at base 2. Some of this stuff was just extra guns from the raids, so let's sell some of that. We're already at the point where laser sniper guns are completely outmatched. The Devastator cannons put them to shame. Autocannons are also ending their life expectancy very soon, because I don't want high explosive to destroy everything anymore. Anytime we see an anthropod or a skeletoid, I would prefer to not destroy the corpse now. In fact, because they're all carrying grenades, high explosive is incredibly dangerous to destroying your whole party. These things sell for a lot, and like I was saying, Marsec heavy launchers, I just, I can't really risk a lot of explosions right now. The mini launchers are kind of like a cross between the heavy launcher and the mini cannon, which is perhaps the mini cannon, part launcher, part minigun. It's pretty cool. But again, you know, explosions. And no Devastator cannons here. Although you can transfer them through the store. You don't actually lose any money doing that, interestingly enough. In fact, I hadn't mentioned it, but this is one of the ways to get around Transstellar hating you. They won't let you transfer items between bases if Transstellar is very mad. But you could sell a bunch of items at one base, click OK, and then immediately buy them up for exactly the same price you sold them for. And it just works without Transstellar. They don't seem to care. So that's kind of a neat trick. Now, that only works with non-branded items. if it's branded and Marsec hates you, then it won't work. But alien tech, I think you can just trade around like that pretty much forever. Oh yeah, we got some cyclones. There you go. Look at that. We made a bit of money. Not bad. All right. Well, that's probably all the money we're going to get feasibly. Maybe I could see in the... any new items? I think we got one more of those. And probably one more medium disruptor. I'm trying to think, like, the ground game is going so well. Once this is done, that will help. Once these two are done, I'm gonna get them staffed, and we're just gonna need to start crafting like crazy fast. I almost wish I'd bought more. I think there's a couple physicists on the way, right? I wish I'd built more workshops and more quantum physics labs, because the tech is coming in faster than I can research it. Yeah. I mean, I built two quantum physics labs right off the bat. But you can see I'm falling behind here a bit. Oh well. Such is life. Okay, so that's that episode done. Let's call that good for here for now. We'll save the game. And next episode... well, it's going to take a little bit of fiddling, but we need to clear out some buildings. Geez, I'm gonna have to look back. Oh, I didn't record that section. It was off camera. It's been a couple days already. Like I took a break after the last episode. I'm just gonna have to experiment with checking a bunch of buildings that I'm sure did get infiltrated until we find out exactly which ones were. But yeah, we're gonna have another episode or two of missions, and then we can go back to progressing some time. And I will say right now, because the series, I wouldn't say it's lagging. You know, we're doing fine. But I don't want the Let's Play to get bogged down by very, very similar missions over and over again. And I do feel like the infiltration missions can get that way. So I'm going to record like the first one or two of them. But if I also have to do 3 or 4 more small ones afterwards, I might cut those out. Or, you know, cut out the walking around searching part. We'll see. I'll try to come up with a good strategy for the next episode. Anyway, that is all for now. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed. I thought that was a really good mission, so that one gets a thumbs up from this Ankylo. See you next time.